Welcome back everyone to episode 30 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. Disaster struck at the end of the last episode. We did manage to make a little bit of progress on killing the dragons. We managed to defeat the Earth Dragon, which means that we have 4 down and 4 to go. We also went through the trouble of going on a boat cruise from wherever it was, I think it was Nicaea, to another point, I think it was on the Figaro continent, getting into a fight with one of the additional Magicite enemies that they added for the GBA release, the Leviathan. And the Leviathan gave us an Esper that we had not been able to get in the original game, which was Leviathan, which teaches you the spell Flood. And Flood is one of the very few rare water-based spells that you can actually teach your team. In fact, I believe it's the only water-based spell that you can actually have everyone learn how to use. Unfortunately, we were also going to try to get the encounter with the Gigantuar, or the giant Cactuar, which was also a fight that was added to the GBA release of Final Fantasy VI, and we got caught. Unfortunately, I was trying to save in between encounters with regular Cactuar so that we could actually have a quick reload point right before the fight with the boss, and unfortunately I did it as I was taking a step into a tile where the fight was going to happen, and we kind of got caught in a loop where I could not defeat the boss and I could not get away from it without just backing up a couple of fights. We're going to give it a few more tries. We're not going to spend the whole episode doing this. Unfortunately, I think this is one of those fights where you're better off coming back once you have everyone on the team up to several thousand hit points more than where we're at right now. Like, say, if everyone on the team had at least 5,000 hit points, not a big deal. You can actually do this fight fairly easily. Where we're at right now, since the boss does 2 back-to-back 1,000 needle attacks, he's wiping out my team very easily. And at the very end of the fight, and we did see this at least once, he'll do 10 in a row. He'll do 10 of those 1,000 needle attacks in a row. So if your team can't take 10,000 damage between them, or at the very least, and we almost got this to work one fight, have one character jump into the air so that he can't hit them in his death throws, you can't win the game. You can't win the fight, rather. You can still win the game, I guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and give it a couple of tries. Again, if we can't do that, we have a couple of other things that we can do for this episode. Namely, we want to go to Ebot's Rock, which is an area outside of Thamasa, where Strago and Relm will have a mission just for the 2 of them. I mean, you can have a full party of 4, but it's designed around their participation, and in fact, you can't even get it to start unless you have both Strago and Relm in the party. Alright, let's go ahead and load state. Here's the fight. Oh, this is brutal. Alright, get in the air. Just go ahead and mimic what Sabin is doing so we can get it. Oh no! You doofuses. You deserve this. At least Shadow is blocking the hit that could kill him in one shot. Oh, please get up in the air. Get up in the air. Get up in the air. Oh, you doofus. It's not over yet. I don't know why he did it 4 times. Good block. You're dead. Goodbye. Whatever. We're gonna lose this one. When Sabin missed that first blitz, I knew it was not gonna go well. And you're dead. Jump. Might as well not even let the fight finish because I know he's not going to win it. Unfortunately, he cannot block 1,000 needles, so if he's on the ground when it happens, it's going to kill him. try number 2. Just get up in the air. Cyan's not going to make it through this fight ever. He's too weak. Now we got 1 blitz off. If Sabin can survive this, and Shadow comes down just in time for us to launch into the air again before he does his 3rd one, we might have this. Nope, he didn't survive it, so it's over. The only thing I could do, and I don't even think he has the ability to do this, and nah, it's not going to matter, he didn't survive, would be to raise Sabin again, and with any luck, get him to do 1 more blitz before he dies again, and that just wasn't happening. I tell you though, Gungho was really hitting him hard with his move. Which is surprising, because normally Gungho is the weakling of the group. He doesn't have the more strong attacks. Look at that, 9,000 hit points. That is insane. Dead. Good block. And Cyan's dead. I mean, it's almost... Maybe I shouldn't even have Cyan attacking. Maybe I should just have him focusing on keeping people alive. I'll try that once. Nice block. Get up in the air again, get up in the air again. Jump! Alright. Dead. Alright. We'll try this where we're going to have Cyan just acting as a healer for the team, I guess. So skip his turn. Ah, you dummy. Off to a terrible start already. And Sabin's probably dead. Yep. You know how to do raise? Yes, you do. Just raise him real quick. No, Shadow! Just get in the air. Get in the air. As long as you're in the air, we're alright. There we go. Oh, Sabin's dead. Cyan. Oh, crap. Cyan's dead. It's over. And it's not even worth the experience. I just want to get the fight over with. Dead. Oh, this is brutal. How close were we? Oh, that was the end. Oh, you dick. Okay, yeah, whatever. That doesn't count because no one's alive. I think this was a more viable strategy. Just have Cyan doing some healing. So I would just go ahead and set raise right now. Oh. Come on. He's probably going to need it. Let's see how this goes. And... holy crap, he's not killing anyone! Have I broken the system? Don't do it to him twice. Alright, good. And if he gets the blitz off correctly... get the blitz off correctly. There we go. Mimic. And then as soon as he's done... uh-oh. I better jump now. And now he's just gonna mimic that. You're an idiot. Good. You deserve that. Dummy. Shouldn't have taken so long, Coco. Get your ass in gear. It might be over. Just get up in there. Just get up in there. I think this is it. Fight's over. And Shadow's on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's over. Damn it! Just could not get it to work out correctly. I really needed Shadow off the ground there. One more try, and then we're just going to go ahead and leave. Go ahead and set this. Don't kill him immediately. Hit me. That's fine. Hit sign. No, damn it. You're a dick. Unfortunately, he doesn't know a rise. Hit Shadow. Thank you. No, stop hitting people! Oh, you're such an ass. It's over. We lost. I'm just gonna go ahead and load. Well, I'll tell you what. Let it roll, because... if I keep restarting from the load state, I'm just going to keep getting in the fight. Knock him down. Alright, well, we'll have to come back to this one because the tactics that the game uses are just flat unfair. It's a hit point check at this point in the game. Like certain games that have you give you like a DPS check where you have to be able to do a certain amount of damage over time in order to do a fight. This one, you have to be able to tank a certain amount of damage over time in order to win the fight. Just fight, guys. Fight, 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 fight. See ya. Alright, back to the airship. Oh yeah, we gotta heal. And tell you what, we're right outside of a town. Let's just go ahead and hit the inn. With Shadow in the party, we may or may not see the dream sequence. Again, I think I talked about this in the last episode. It may be dependent on whether or not you hit the trigger where you see the final dream, which we had already done. And if you've already done that, you may not be able to see any of the other parts. Essentially what it does is it just tells you that, hey, he was a thief, and at some point he got in some serious trouble and he had to make a choice between staying in the town with his wife or leaving, and he chooses to leave and go on the run, and, well, they basically indicate that Relm is, in fact, Shadow's daughter. So, not to ruin the storyline there, but I don't know if I'm going to spend an entire episode trying to sleep at the end 1,000 times in order to get the one dream sequence to happen. Okay, so... Oh, we need to swap party members real quick. Go downstairs. The two people you have to have in the party in order to get this to trigger are Strago and Relm. I would also say Shadow might not be a bad addition here, even though, yeah, he is a little bit higher in level than some of the other characters, Umaru in particular, Setzer, who's useless, and a thief would be a really good idea as well. In fact, I would say the whole point of this entire section is to go into it to steal an item from the boss that we're going to fight, and if you don't, well, then you've kind of wasted your time. He has a very important item that we need to get from him. The good news is if for some reason you don't manage to get the item on the first try, the boss regenerates and you can keep fighting him. Alright, so you need to equip. You need to equip. And you need to equip. So that, she has her cat ear hood on now. That is, again, the best piece of headgear that she can get in the game, along with the best body armor, the behemoth suit. Technically, it's not the best if you're a magic user, but it is the best physical defense that they can put on. And with Strago, I believe the circlet is the best piece of headgear that he can get in the game. Yeah, it looks like that's the case. Shields, I mean, it's whatever element you feel like protecting against, because you can't split the Aegis shield between 4 people. And the Aegis shield, if you have that, or the Genji shield would be the best shield for every character, but I think you can only get one of each. Paladin shield as well. You can only get the one, from what I know. I suppose if you went through the game 4 times, because I believe there's a new game plus mode, you could get 4 of every one of them, but I'm not going to do that. As far as the rod, I believe there is a better rod in the Dragon's Den. In fact, every character in the game basically has a better piece of equipment that they can get from the Dragon's Den. It was put in the game to act as kind of like a post-end game dungeon, even though I certainly would not wait that long. If you want the best equipment in the game, you should go there before you go to Kefka's Tower. I'm really not worried about her physical prowess. Let's give her something that boosts her magic potential. That's fine, and that is fine as well. We might give him a circlet because it loses 1 point of defense versus all the other stuff that goes up, so no question there what we should do. And I would say he's probably better off with just an elemental shield because he's going to be in the air so much. He doesn't need the extra defense. Poor Locke, on the other hand, could definitely benefit from it. Relic-wise, we're going to give him a Thief's Bracer. And, you know, now might not be a bad time to start doing his Seesaw combo. So what that is, like we talked about in the previous episode, where is the Genji Glove? So we give him an Ultima weapon and his Valiant Knife. You lose some damage potential, but he gains evasion ability when you do this. And basically, what'll happen is, as he loses health, the damage potential of the Valiant Knife goes up while these Ultima weapons goes down. So, depending on how much health he has, he can actually, you know, mitigate whatever he would lose from one by gaining on the other. Now, it is going to make him very weak, but unfortunately, that is the price you pay. Yeah, let's make him a front row guy. keep these two in the back. Their potential is not in how much damage they do physically, so much as magic damage. Give him an earring and the gold hairpin so that he can cast spells for half the amount of magic points. And because she is the Juggernaut, you're giving her the earring and her the Celestiad that we have. So that she can cast all the magic she needs to, no problem whatsoever. Don't know what their espers were. He's still working on Dispel. I have no idea what he was working on last. Let's see what the magic was looking like. Float. So that is Kate Sith. That is Kate Sith. Don't know. Haste, Reflect, Teleport. That Phantom? No. Which one is that? Carbuncle? Yep. And she needs to learn everything, but let's focus on getting her the strongest magic that she can learn. There we go. Valigarmonda. She'll have that probably before the end of the cave, which is very good because that way she can just hammer the final boss. Now, the funny thing is, I say she can use that to hammer the final boss. However, you can kill the final boss in one hit, which we'll talk about once we get to that point. Take the wheel. Go to land. We'll save real quick. Head on into town. Did I go to the wrong spot? I think I went to the wrong spot. Where is Thamasa? Oh, wait. It's to the south. I'm an idiot. This is Thamasa right here. That one won't let me land on a tree. There we go. Alright, let's save outside of the right town this time. Yay, we're home. I'll be in my house, okay? So full of energy. I must be the only one getting old. Grandpa? You've got to come quick. Gungho's hurt. Gungho? I forgot how I was doing Strago before. Gungho, hang in there. Who did this to you? It was Hidon, that legendary beast you and I used to hunt. Almost had him, too. He doesn't sound hurt at all. Hidon! Ooh, cough. Please. Gungho! Strago, please, avenge me. Ooh, cough, wheeze. Grandpa, what are you standing around for? You're right. I grew old and stopped even thinking about pursuing my dreams of my youth. Gungho, I'm going after him. Grandpa? Grandpa, wait. You're not thinking of going all alone, are you? I need to face the thing I ran from all those years ago. I need to get the best of it. It's a matter of pride, dear. It's a matter of you being a stubborn old man. You're my grandpa. I can't just sit and watch while you make things harder for yourself than they have to be. I'm sorry, Relm. Means a lot to me that you care so much. But Hidon's a tough beast to track. Its name comes from the old word hidden, after all. No one will ever find him if I don't go. To Ebot's Rock! Phew. Alright, there we go. So we have everyone equipped. We probably want to hit the end because it looks like a couple of people are a little low on magic. Just got to figure out where the inn is. Oh, it's to the left. Right here. Cheapest town in the game. Now, third chance to see if he'll have the dream. He did not have the dream. Again, I think I may have missed the boat because we had already seen the last part of it when we saved Shadow and we saw his little dream sequence. They kind of mean for you to do it while he's with you in the world of balance. Yeah, Stoma Castle is on the list of things we need to do still. I think that one is probably the most meaningful of all the story segments that we have left, I guess with one exception. There is one more person who does have a story sequence that we can experience before the end of the game with some real meat to it. This is Ebot's Rock right here. Now, I did say that we were going to go into the cave with the equipment that we already have, but there is one thing that we might want to do just to give everyone a little extra protection. I'm going to take off the earring from Relm and put on... Where is it? The memento ring. The reason for that is the enemies in here can cast a lot of zombie spells. So we can protect her from that. And we can give Strago a ribbon, which will also protect against zombie. Shadow's going to be in the air most of the fight, so probably won't be a big deal for him. And if poor Locke suffers, from one of those status ailments, we can fix him. That's not a big deal. But this way we have good protection against zombie. And yes, you do lose a lot of your viewing. So that chest right there wants something.
I'm hungry. Hungry. Give me something to eat, or I won't let you through. I love me some coral. You got any on ya?
We don't have any.
Skinflint, get out of here.
Alright, sorry, Batman. Jeez. So you have to wander around the cave a little bit and fight some enemies, and I think you get coral just by getting into fights. Well, we have magic. We better use it. We could do it for so cheap, it would make no sense to not use it. Nice. Did decent damage. Jump. You can see Locke did quite a bit of damage on his own, so he'll be very useful here since he can balance that damage between the two weapons. I didn't see if we got any coral from him. Alright, gotta go in here. There's not a ton of items to be had in this cave. In fact, I believe there is only one item in the entirety of the cave in order to get the full completion, and we got bumped all the way back to the entrance. Oh yeah, look at that. Hammering these guys. Bye-bye. There's one spell that you can learn from the boss in this area for Strago specifically. It's a blue magic spell called Grand Delta. Not a very easy one. 3 pieces of coral. All right. So I guess we don't get it from bosses, we only get it from finding them in chests. Undead enemy, again, easy solution. Holy water. End of fight. We can steal just in case he doesn't die from that, but I know he's going to. I think that's it. So let's go ahead and hit the switch. We'll try fire again. Form survives or absorbs. We can always switch, but yeah, it looks like that worked pretty good. Try to steal. See if he has anything good. Couldn't steal. Dead. Oh, one hit. Oh, hopefully that wasn't undead. It was not undead. Alright, there we go. Now Relm can do the strongest elemental spells of the three primaries in the game. Let's go ahead and give her something else that's really strong, like, say, Ultima. Best spell in the game, basically. And also it gives her the Ragnarok. I think we talked about this at the last, somewhere in the last episode. The Magicite shard for Ragnarok, when you use it as an attack, has a spell called Metamorphose that you can see on the screen here. And it can turn an enemy into an item. Now, the item pools kind of work like when you steal or an enemy drops an item at the end of a fight, where they have a certain percentage of drop rate for certain items. Some enemies in this game have very, very rare items that you can only get by using the Metamorphose in order to turn them into an item. And unfortunately, those items usually roll on the very low side, like 1 in 8. So you only have like a point, whatever that works out to, 125% chance of getting the item every time you use Metamorphose. So it's one of those things where if you're really obsessed with getting certain pieces of equipment in multiples, you're going to save scum in order to do that. And I'm not really going to focus on that at all in this run. We could try it, but it would just be a big waste of time because I'm not going to keep reloading over and over in order just to learn a couple of, or get a couple of items that we really don't need. Okay, everyone's still learning. Is there a chest anywhere in here? Here we go. So we now have 5 pieces of coral. There is a number that you need to have in order to satisfy the chest. I believe the number is 22. If you don't have enough, the game will actually boot you out and you have to pick up 22. Like, they won't give you the chance to complete the total number that he wants. They want you to get it right on the first shot. Big hits. See ya. We got our teleport stone. Obviously, everything that's happening here is kind of randomized, so you have no idea if you're going the right way or not. And the easy way to get out if you get confused is just to use the teleport stone. So now we have 7. We need 22 again. We're at the exit. We're at the exit again. This can be a very obnoxious area. Let's try to steal. I believe they intend for you to come back here pretty early in your play of the game. Oh, I didn't mean to do that with her. So the enemies aren't that tough compared to what we've already fought at some point. Well, they didn't respond to... Well, I was about to say, if they didn't respond to elemental fire, let's try elemental thunder and see if that does it. I don't think anyone here is weak to ice. Alright, so there is a rare save point if you need it. Go ahead and hit up the tent. Again, you can't have the dream sequence by sleeping in a tent. Game's not that generous. And I guess we can save as well. Right back in it. A warlock. Oh, and a Medusa chicken. All right, we need to cast float on the entire team right now, because I think they use Quake. Come on. There we go. Did okay damage. Probably should have given him Brigand's Glove instead of Thief's Bracer for the outset here. Uh-oh. I hope he didn't just kill someone. Well, let's heal poor Lockback. Or you know what? Let's go into the next fight and see how much of a difference it makes having less health to the two weapons that you use. Because I don't know what the... Come on, get me out of here. There we go. I don't know what the significant difference is in the damage potential. I don't know if the Valiant Knife is going to become an unstoppable killing machine. 1200 versus 35. So, I mean, it went up about the same rate that the Ultima weapon went down. But we'll keep him at full health as much as possible. If I have the chance to actually do that. Good thing I didn't spend any money on teleport stones, because they're giving me a bunch of them. Alright, we had 7 before, so now we have 8. I think I'm doing the math right. And I don't know if you can check. You really can't. I just know I have coral. We'll say we have 8 just to be safe. I'd rather guess low than high. So 13. Well, let's try another one. Let's try Thundaga and see if that kills him. And if it doesn't, well, we learned our lesson. Did okay. Fire did better. And Ice did okay. Fire is the one to use, though. Alright, so go back up this way. I think there might have been a chest to the west here. Good news, since the area is just kind of randomized and how it gets presented after you step on a tile, the chests do refill every time you come into the area again. Wind Slash? Oh, that didn't just kill everyone. It hurt. Alright, so I think... Who was learning Dispel? It was Shadow, right? We can swap off of Unicorn, go to Zona Seeker, which teaches Shell much faster. Kate Sith, I think you're... Nope, not quite done. Nope, not done. And you're a long way from learning Ultima, so nothing to worry about there. Yes, I know we were working on Bio Break and Death. At some point, we can worry about that later. Let's get her learning the most important spell she needs to know in the game, which is Ultima. It's just a killing spell. I mean, you use that when you want to end the fight right there and then. That's the one every magic user in the game needs to know how to use. We done? Well, let's go up here and see what was this way. Oh! Alright, so we had 13, now we have 18 pieces of coral. We need, what, 4 more? I'm gonna try to steal from him. Of course not. Nope, not on me. Fight over. Just gonna step on this. Nope, we don't want to save. Not yet. Come on. 19. We need 3 more. Then we need to actually be able to get to the chest, and I have no idea what I'm going to do to get there. Hooray! Got another teleport stone. Whee! I have too many of them as is. That may be their way of telling you if you want to get to the boss fight and you have enough coral, just leave and come back. Of course, with my luck, what'll happen is I'll use it and then the game will take away all the coral and I have to pick it up again. Alright, 20, so we need 2 more. Get rid of them. Get out of there. Alright, go step on the switch. We're not quite ready. We need 2 more. 1 more. We need 1 piece of coral. Don't think we'll need to cast any more magic. It should be over. It's over. Again, the Celestiate is just kind of a game-breaking item if you manage to get it. And if you manage to get a bunch of them, well, you have a whole entire party of killing machines. Alright, there we go. Now we have what should be enough coral to get to the boss fight here. We just need to get to the boss fight here. We'll save. We use the tent, we'll lose our float ability, and we could just recast it before we get to that fight. Oh, got in a fight. Oh, good timing. We need to get up in the air now. Float, 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 float. Well, this didn't do too well. The 4. Let's try Thunder and see what that does to him. And then we can try Ice and see what that does to him. It did okay. And... oh, Ice was the ticket. That did some real damage to the Medusa chickens in the front. Someone was really proud of their chicken lizards when they were designing them because they reused the asset a couple of times. Here we go.
I love me some coral. You got any?
Yep. Yum, 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 yum.
Munch, munch, munch. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Corpulence is happiness, and I'm stuffed.
Excuse me, that's tough on the throat.
Oh, right. You wanted to get through here, didn't you? Oh, shouldn't have ate so much.
All right, here we go. So we're going to probably do a quick save right before the fight because we really want to get the item that this boss has. Just attack. So ice magic was the trick here. Also, the spell that you can learn, the blue magic spell, is really nice, and it would be a shame if we didn't get Strago to learn it. Now, I think we had talked about this when we were talking about how lures work, or at least the learning of lures. Technically, Strago does not have to survive the fight in order to learn a spell. As long as he sees the spell, he will learn it. No, he's undead! And now he's dead. Alright, let's go ahead and heal everyone real quick. And I think we are here. Let's just do a quick save. Okay. There he is. That's Hidon! Okay. I'll fight Hidon. Alright, so, again, if we can't get the item that he has, I may restart the fight. Steal. Not worried about any of his little side grunts. I'm worried that... There it is! We got it! Didn't even have to fight him. So, here's the thing. We could end the fight right now. I have absolutely no reason to continue the fight if I don't want to. Hidon is undead. All we gotta do at the end of the fight is throw one holy water on him, and it's game over. Uh-oh. Haha, that did nothing to me, and your little buddies are all dead. Except for the one. I don't know. Ice? And none of these guys have any items to steal, so there's no reason to waste time stealing. You're dead, so now we just want to poke at this guy until we get him to use Grand Delta. There it is! We may have just lost a couple of people. Nope, we're fine. Alright, well, we did what we needed to. Now I can just end the fight. Fight's over. That's one of those fun things that maybe it was a mistake to put in the game to make it so easy to kill an undead character. And in the case of bosses in this game, there's probably a half dozen or more that you can just kill by one holy water or one phoenix down if you happen to have it, but holy water is much cheaper, so it's easier to do it that way. So we got both of the things we wanted out of that fight. I did it! I really beat Hidon. I'll have to tell Gungho he's been avenged. Gungho! Gungho! What's all the fuss? Can an injured man get some rest? Gungho, listen to me. I defeated Hidon. You what? You beat Hidon? You're lying. Nope, he's not. He really did it. Ho ho ho! Well, a little monster like Hidon could hardly expect to stand up to the likes of me. I can't believe it, but it looks like I have to concede defeat. You showed me up, old man. Ho ho ho! But, by the way, how are your wounds healing, Gungho? Oh, my wounds, yes, they're fine. Not being totally cagey about it. That evening... So there I was, creeping through the caves that seemed to go on forever. I finally reached the deepest, darkest dungeon, and there he is, right in front of me. I stared the ugly brute straight in the eye, raised my staff, and let him have it. Bam! Thwack! Pow! Never touched him once with his rod. Right in the kisser. Oh, I wish you could have been there to see me. Oh, and then... Where's Grandpa? Oh, I think he finally tired himself out from all that jabbering and nodded off. But do you think it's okay to leave it like this with him thinking I was really hurt? Don't worry about it. If we hadn't tricked him, he'd have spent the rest of his life doing nothing but talk. And even if you were faking, the monster wasn't. I don't know how a man like him ever managed to raise a granddaughter as wonderful as you. Yeah, well, I don't know how anyone could be as terrible an actor as you. Strago is probably the only man alive who would fall for a performance like that. What did you say? Da-da-da-da-da-da, boing. Alright. Oh, someone's poisoned. Well, let's go ahead and make use of her abilities. Super cheaply. There we go. Alright, so I think that is it. I don't think there's anything worth getting out of the town. You get your items the one time and that's it. Again, I always thought there was a second memento ring somewhere in here, but maybe it's only if Shadow doesn't make it out of the world of balance. I don't know. I just don't know. I'll let you walk through the chairs. Now you can't. Yeah, alright, well. In any case, we managed to make it through and no one got zombied. So, let's go ahead and undo the equipment that they had. Put on earrings. You should be doing more damage. Always more damage. And I think that's it. Now, the item that we were trying to get, and of course we also got Grand Delta in the process, so we don't have to do that fight again. If for some reason you go all the way through that fight against Hidon, and you don't get the Grand Delta spell, or the item that we got, which is the Thornlet, you can actually come back here, talk to Gungho, and the enemy will respawn and you can go back in the cave. Do you have to go through all the coral hunting again? I don't know. But I do know that you can repeat the fight if you miss something, and you can get all that stuff again if you want to. We're only going to go after the one, though. So the item that we picked up, and I believe it is a helmet. There it is. Thornlet. Cursed crown that gradually drains the wearer's HP. And it has absolutely dog crap defense. In fact, I think it is probably... Oh, well, let's find something else. Come on. I mean, it's actually not too bad defense-wise. We don't have another one that's really good to compare to. But that draining effect on your health is kind of a negative. Now, we don't actually want that item as a helmet. I mean, we could get it and keep it, and it would probably be decent if someone has something to counteract it, like the Miracle Shoes. I was not expecting this fight, but hey, you know what? We're going to get it done now. Jump. Hopefully no one died. No one died. Kill him. Gonna hammer this dude. I think he... You know, I don't know if he's undead. If he's undead, we can finish this right now. Let's see if I can look it up real quick. Deathgaze, Deathgaze. How to do Deathgaze. He is undead. So we can actually finish this fight just by doing a single item. We'll go one round, and then I think he might run away, but if I can't steal anything from him right now, and I don't know if he has anything, he doesn't have anything to steal, let's just end it. I'm not going to give him the chance to keep doing this. Alright, item. Holy water. I hope he didn't just kill everyone. Nope. And if this didn't work, we can always go right back to hammering him with magic. Oh, it healed him! Oh no, that wasn't good. Alright. Just keep hitting him with fire. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone who knows holy at this point. It's fine, we can just go ahead and bop him with the spells we have. Grand Delta, I didn't see how much it did. We'll do it again. Uh-oh, you need to heal everyone right now. Let's go ahead and attack. Oh, that's big damage. Yeah, we'll keep doing that. It's expensive, but it is worth it. Oh, I was hoping Interceptor would run in off the ship. just suicides right over the edge. This is actually a pretty formidable build that we have for the party. He has 55,000 hit points of damage, so if we can't... Oh, let's just attack. What am I doing? If we can't defeat him here, the good news is, if I'm not mistaken, he does not recover health between fights. He can run away. And he can also kill my party, apparently. Yep, get him back up. Dummy. It's over! Alright, Deathgaze is done. We won't have to worry about him haunting us in the skies anymore. I believe we get a piece of Magicite from him. I don't remember which one it is, though. Hey, and we learned level 5 Death. And Arrow. So that was very useful to have Strago in the party for. There's the Esper that we got. A piece of Magicite fell from Deathgaze's maw, which is why he wasn't biting us, I guess. We got Bahamut! Hey! I forgot which one it was. That's a very cool one. I think that teaches us Flare? Well, only one way to find out, if I do it right. He is done with Zona Seeker. Let's see what Bahamut would allow him to learn. Flare! Yep. So that is a really hits all enemies with a nuclear blast if you use Bahamut as an attack. Mega Flare? Well, I guess. And look at the level up bonus. Hit points plus 50%. So if you really want to get someone into a tanky role where they have tons of health, this is the one to put on. He's not really a magic user, so we'll focus on giving him stuff that's not intrusive. Yeah, drain. Perfect. And I don't know where you're at. You're done with Kate Sith. Give him that one. And she's probably still a long way off. 23, yeah. And poor Locke missed out on all the fun. Go ahead and pick him back up. Can I cast Float on him? I don't even know Float. I think he does. He does. There we go. Alright. So I wasn't intending to actually end the episode right there. We want to go and do what we were intending to do all along with the Thornlet. Let's go ahead and head to the Coliseum. And we're going to go on in. I'm going to save real quick. And then we'll do a quick save here, just in case there is a better setup than what we already have equipped to Shadow, because he is our go-to whenever we want to do a fight in the arena. Let's find that helmet. Where is it? The Thornlet. If we trade in the Thornlet here, we get a Mirage Vest, and it's against an enemy that we had just spent the last 30 minutes fighting over in Ebot's Rock, so this should be a one and done fight. See ya! It's over. Won't even have to worry about whatever garbage attacks he has, because he's going to die before he gets a chance to hit anything. One. Dead. No! He revives! We're going to have to swap weapons. Unfortunately, that means I'm going to have to restart. Figures. Alright, I'll put on something else. Swordbreaker will work just fine. That's why it's important to save before you do any fighting in the Coliseum, because if you get caught in something like that where you're using an instant death weapon against an undead enemy that will just revive every time you kill it, you're going to lose the fight. They'll just out-tank you for damage. But the good news is I'm using Retron 5, so I can just quick save, and we have our Mirage Vest. Now that is what I would consider the best piece of equipment possible for someone like, say, Locke. What the Mirage Vest does is, and we'll go ahead and put it on right now if I can find it. There it is. A vest that creates illusionary images of the wearer. Now you'll note that you lose a ton of stats across the board by putting this on. But here's the good news. He can't get hit for, I think, 3 hits. So it doesn't matter how hard the enemy hits him. With the Mirage Vest equipped, he won't take any damage for the first 3 hits. And usually 3 hits is all a fight will last for before you finish it. So this is a god tier item when you get it. It's something that allows a character that may already have high evasion stats to have even higher unlikelihood of taking damage. So that is something that we wanted to get by getting that Thornlet and then go ahead and trading it in, because frankly, a helmet that makes you lose health despite its physical defense stats is not as worthwhile an item as one that makes it so the enemy can't hit you for 3 turns. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call it an episode there. We couldn't beat the Gigantuar, not yet. We are probably going to come back to it after I do a little off-camera farming for experience, and maybe abusing that new Bahamut Esper to build up a couple of characters' health pools. Now, if you do your normal leveling through the game, I don't believe anyone ever hits a full 9,999 hit points unless you use Espers to tank up their hit point total on level up. So there's certain characters that would benefit from that dramatically. The ones that have the worst equipment sets, Cyan in particular, because we usually have him dual wielding, so he doesn't have that extra shield defense. Locke might not be a bad idea to have learn some extra, or get some extra hit points, although I tend to make him a speed-based character so that he can evade attacks a little bit easier or get more turns. Regardless, that's all stuff that I'll probably handle off camera so that I don't have episode after episode of just grinding for experience points. This playthrough is mainly focused on seeing actual progress in game, and I don't think grinding for experience points is worth putting on camera for any extended period of time. So we have pretty much everything done at this point that is not the Dragon's Den or the final tower, Kefka's Tower. There are a couple of areas that we have not finished yet. I would guess maybe 2 or 3 more episodes worth in total for content that's not the tower or not the Dragon's Den. So in the next episode, we're probably going to do one of the 2 major areas we still have left. We have not gone to the Doma Castle, which we can do in probably one episode where you take Cyan there. He will learn the final 2 of his Bushido attacks. We also have the Fanatic's Tower. That is a special tower where the only attacks you can do involve the use of magic, so you have to bring your strongest magic users to that area, and it is a very tall, long trek. I was combining trip and trek. Trek up the tower, because there's something like 8 floors, and I think there's a boss on just about every tower, or every level of the tower that you have to fight. So it can be a very difficult area. It's definitely one that you should come back to at the end of the game after you've had some time to learn all the spells that you can get or at least all the really high level spells. And the bosses that are in here use very high-end magic as well, so it can be very difficult if you don't have a properly equipped and properly leveled team with a bunch of spells at their disposal. So that'll probably be one of the last ones we do before we go after Dragon's Den or Kefka's Tower, which are basically the two end dungeons for the game. Anyway, that's going to do it for episode 30 of my Final Fantasy VI extended look / complete playthrough. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.